Morning, Tony Hayes again from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date, 30th of January 2022. And today we're going to be looking at some possibly electronic voice phenomena for Penni Wallace. Quick one on audio formats. There are a wide variety of these. If you're using a recorder, which is tended to be used as like a dictaphone, for like recording a conference, that type of thing, then it doesn't. The quality is not necessarily important, but it is when it comes to where you need to analyze audio. The higher quality is, the better. So, as an example, you might find a purchased digital recorder may have a default of MP3. Now, MP3 is a compressed format, and what it means is it removes multiple layers of data from the original format to compress the file down to small size. So, for example, one audio track that you might purchase online, if it's in 320 kbps MP3, the size is going to be around about 5 megabytes. However, an audio CD, one you purchase from the shop, is what they call WAV or WAV, often referred to as lossless. That format, if you would download the same track in WAV format, it would be around 35 to 40 megabytes. So it can be between 8 and 10 times larger in size. MP3 was only really designed to email a track. Certainly if you've got some audio which is 30, 40, 50 megabytes in size, you're not going to email that. So MP3 just really is a simple, easy way to forward and store files that are not expected to produce high quality. And the easiest way to find out if your recorder, what it's set up is just do a couple, 10, 20 second recording of anything. Download onto your computer, whatever memory device you use. Right click, bottom one properties, and go into details. Straight away, it'll tell you the name of the recorder, which is a Sony, and there's the bit rate there of 192 kbps. That's even half again lower than 320 kbps. So the ideal is if your device only has MP3 is a format to save your audio, you must select 320. If it does, and most of them do, have a option for another format which is called it'd be spelled WAV, WAV, or WAVE, wave, and the default for that one is 44100 at 16-bit. Once you select the 44100, it'll automatically default the bit rate to 16-bit. That's completely uncompressed. Now, I accept that if you've got a record with a 500 megabyte hard drive in it, it's going to fill up pretty quickly. If your device has separate memory cards, those that you can interchange and swap, just take a couple with you to investigation. You only need maybe a 2 gigabyte should do you, because someone's got to listen to it after. So it's just a general tip. I noticed it before when I downloaded it. It was a small file. So always save to minimum is 320 kbps, because the sound will get scratchy, and when it comes to me to enhance it makes my life so much too difficult. But the ideal is uncompressed format, 44100 16-bit, and you got top quality audio then that's been saved. Right, okay, let's get into this one. So what we're looking at now is, let me just pop this file into there. full here, 1750. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, quite a lot going on there. Okay. "11 seconds. That'll do. There. The recorder that you're using, I presume this has got 2 microphones. I presume because if you look at this here, this is stereo. So if I look at the audio stream now, I'd probably suggest that is left, that is right, that's your stereo field. Both of them are different. You take that one for example, if you just look at that. Normally with stereo, what you'd get is, in fact it is, this must have 2 microphones. Yeah, because they are different. So what? So let's see, recorder. Let's find out what. See if we've got enough detail. I see. Okay. Well, it's only indicating 1 microphone there, so I'm not sure why that differs so much. I was presuming I've got the right model. Maybe let me know, Penny, on that one if it has got 2 microphones, but certainly that is left and right. It seems to be a secondary stream that differs because they're not exact. I'm just thinking, we don't know with the stereo audio, I haven't got one to hand, I don't think, to show you. Well, I haven't got one. But I would expect the left and right to be incredibly similar. There are differences between it, and I'm just wondering if that's due to how it's been compressed and why they're different, that different. So anyway, got slightly distracted then. I don't recall seeing that with the other, but I could be wrong, could be there. Right, so see 11 seconds. What I'm actually going to do with this is just get some sound in my head. It's only just over a minute long. Let's have a listen through here. I can't hear anything.
Mark in the...
There we go. Don't know what happened there. It's quite loud, that. If it gets too troublesome, I will turn it down on the main mix.
Alright, it's recording session number 3, Mark in the Portugal zone. Hello, my name's Mark. Would anyone like to talk to me? Is there anyone present in the porch with me? Can you say your name? Can you say hello to me through the device? Anyone present with me in the porch? Okay, end of session 3. Thank you.
Okay, it's not about recording sound-wise. I think this has got to be inside. I saw the picture, just presumed it was outside. Okay. When I don't listen to you speakers on when I review this on audio, I use over-ear headphones mainly because I don't miss anything, and it isolates me from the environment as well. What I'm noticing on the headphones is what's coming through the left side is different than what's coming out the right side. So there seems to be like a scratchy sound on the left, just on the left-hand side, which isn't on the right side for some reason. So it's almost as if it is in fact using more than one microphone. So we can look at that one separately. So I played that minute back, just really climatised my brain around, so you're listening to what the sounds like. And what I'm going to do, you're indicating this is at 11 seconds. So it's going to be about at that point. I'll take that out of it. Let's see what we've got. What is it, 11 seconds? What do you say? Yeah. Right. Man's voice. Okay. That's it.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm not so sure that's a voice. What I'm actually going to do with that is make life a little bit easier for myself, is to slow it down. Okay. We'll just find it again.
Everyone press to me.
That's it. The reason why I've done that on this one, you can tell very noticeable that that does not sound right in tempo. It sounds slow. But what it does do, it helps me to pop it into stretching the track, because it's expanded. It's now gone from 11 seconds to 18 seconds, so it's 50% slower. So it'll just help me want to clean it up, because I need to sample a part of the sound that we don't want. So there's plenty of audio tracking. Rid of that. Okay, it's about 11 seconds long. Yeah, the amplifier is something. It'd be interesting to see exactly what. If you're not sure with this recorder, just send me a picture of it to Penni Wallace. So what I'm always doing now is it was at 192. So I've got various options to save this in. So I will save this as a WAV, but it doesn't improve it, because if it's already scratched, there's absolutely nothing I can do with that one. So put I call it Penni V1 hiss. Okay. Just going to shut that down. Right. Okay. Okay, that's the file. So let's have a quick listen. Right, it's a bit we need. I think that's you can actually see the stream there. Okay, so a little look. Okay, that's got a little bit better. I'll try it one more time. Let's see if we can grab that area there. Let's do it again. If you find you go too far back, too far with it, you think, oh yeah, I'm now affecting the actual audio you want to keep, just click the little blue arrow backwards and it'll take you back to one position you were before. Okay, do that again. You can reduce this down, I just find 50 is fine. So I should have cleaned up a bit more. Okay. Right. Well, we'll see if we can improve that a little bit. Need that. And so on. Okay. Because what I did is save a load of silence, so I've actually got I need a certain amount of audio for the software to work. Okay, get rid of that. So that's a stream now. It's quite clearly obvious that both streams are different. Left and right are completely different. But it's certainly better. Yeah, you can even tell on here the actual fader itself. Both are performing differently. Right, okay, what I'm now going to do is take the loop off and go back into the sound. I'm actually going to put it down to, took it to 50. Well, I'll take it to 60. think the hiss is gone. And we're left with the, it sounds like to me, 3 syllables. Let me just go back to how it was before. Okay. Duh, duh, duh. Now it's been cleaned up. I think what's happened with this recording, Annie, is that there's been some sound that's been mixed in with it. Once that's gone out, it's left behind the voice itself. So, for example, if I was quite some distance away and said, I'm going to use the word, I don't know, Southampton. I have a reason for saying that. Southampton. Once I start removing the hiss from that, you're left with Southampton. You hear it sounds like 3 syllables. So, if you listen carefully, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, all them 3 sounds are coming through my left speaker on my headphones. They're not coming through the right hand side at all. I can't hear it. So that there is the EVP. The EVP is not in that bit there at all, which makes it even more intriguing. And as I think we've always got debates over what we may think it is. To me, it sounds like Southampton. Southampton. Let's have a play. So, but it's only come through the left-hand side. The EVP is in one side of it only. So, if you put when this was actually taken. What's going through my head is most of the recorders that you use these days have a stereo. So what's in the left also is in the right, and so on. Some will have multiple microphones in there. They do it performing differently, so you'd have multiple streams. The Roland I use has 4 microphones, 4 stereo microphones. So I have 8 streams of audio. I'll give you an example of that. It's all about education there. Okay, that's the what's happened here? Right, that's because I use this has got 4 microphones. It's got one there, one there, one there, one there. These microphones are directional, so anything coming at the recorder picks it up. These 2, what they call omni, which is 360 degree recording, which is all of that space around you. So, for example, if I've got that recorder pointing towards, say, a spirit, and he talks to me, these two microphones will show much stronger field of sound rather than two omni ones that are recording from completely around the recorder. Now the recorder you're using, because it's stereo with one microphone, I would expect it to be performing the same, but it isn't. The left is different. Now, the other confusing aspect of EVP is there is strong theories that suggest it doesn't use the microphone at all. It gets onto the recorder's hard drive by other means, and there may be some substance in that. So in other words, if you remove the microphone from the device, which has been done, EVPs are still captured. So the microphone itself would have nothing to do with it. So if that is indeed correct, and we have no idea how you can actually transfer sound onto recorder without any microphone, but it has happened. So I don't think it's like a theory that it's a done deal. Is it putting the voice onto just the left-hand side of the recorder and not the right? That is the big question. It's a real strange one. So if I take this, let's just set a lip up a second. That's a voice. It now sounds like a voice. Yeah. So what I've done, now that's playing just the one side of it, and I can't hear anything through my headphones at all, and you're not going to hear anything. Once you use the automation and just listen to the side with the voice in, Southampton. Okay, so it's intriguing. The only way that we can actually, it'd be interesting to see what the other recording, because there's another one in there in the file for me to look at this morning. So what I'll do, I'll actually save this down as a straightforward single movie, and I'll do another one on the next one, because I think one way or the other, I'm quite interested in this recorder. Why is it that the left on this particular one, it's the left and to the right are performing differently? Is it something within your editing procedure when you've trimmed the audio down? It's something you've done, but without doubt, there is an EVP in here. Oh well, there is a voice, I think. It might be difficult. That's at normal speed. Take it to 80. Right, okay. I'm just not sure the actual tempo is how correct it actually is. If I take it back to, take it 60. The last syllable sounds like her. Today, her. What I'll do, yeah, what I'll do, Penny, I'll do this off camera. I'll do them at different speeds. I think that'd be the easiest way to deal with it. So like that one there, because I'm on 60. I'll take that to 70. I'll take the next one to 80. I'll take that to 90. Okay. I just need to unpeel these. It's got different. It's the same, exactly the same sample, just different speeds. So let's run these through. So they're going slower as you go through. So what I'll do, I'll save that for you as a WAV file, send that over. You can have a listen to that in the meantime, and then I'll sort out the actual movie itself. It has just been numerous questions to the surface. Why is it really predominantly just on one stream? Because I'm on headphones, it's very noticeable. You know, get it mostly on the left-hand side, and actually no voice coming through the round side. So is there something wrong with the recorder, or is it something that you've done your end when you've trimmed the audio down? I'll just wait for your thoughts on that one. Or is it a fact of electronic voice phenomena that's only got on one side of the stereo field and just left the other one alone? Is that too much of a jump? Is it a voice? It's certainly within voice frequency, because I've used default voice EQs there, which are all flatlined. So, for example, get rid of that a second. If the voice is here, for example, you wouldn't hear it at all, but you can hear it. So it's certainly within the human spectrum. Is it human? Is it spirit? No idea. I'm not sure over the tempo. It seems to sound okay no matter what speed it is. Nothing too obvious with that one. I'm left scratching my head a little bit. The words are not clear, but certainly something catching, and there may be something within that suddenly jumps out at yourself or your partner, saying, "Well, that's what I think that word is being spoken." So, what I can say is, let me just save that a second. I'm just going to look at something. Because I do these live, I tend to evolve as I go with it, which is what's just happened. So let me put there, we'll just hit the microphone. Okay, just save that. Right, I need to get rid of that a second, open a new one up. What I'm actually going to do now is to bring your file back in, because we may get a clue from the original file itself. Which is that one, isn't it?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, it's recording session number 3, Mark in the Portugal zone. Hello, my name's Mark. Would anyone like to talk to me? Anyone present in the porch with me? Can you say your name? Can you say hello to me?
Yeah, now this is quite interesting. What I've actually just used, so this is the original unedited track that you sent over with the audio. When I move to the left hand side to the right hand side, the guy that's talking is roughly the same on headphones. You're only going to notice this with headphones. I don't think you're going to notice it on microphone, on laptop or mobile phone speakers. I'm on headphones, and I can hear the guy quite on normal stereo. It's very well balanced. Yeah, go back to the beginning again.
Alright, it's recording session number 3.
And if you look at the stream here, they're fairly accurate. Going both left and right are going up in similar fashion.
Mark in the Portugal zone.
Until you come to the EVP. The EVP itself, which is here, is performing differently. Get that back a bit. See? So we might have just fell onto something here, because if someone was saying that's somebody else in the area that's talking, you would expect it to perform the same as the guy talking.
Alright, it's recording session number 3, Mark in the Portugal zone. Hello.
But it doesn't.
My name's Mark.
Performing differently. There's hardly any signal on the left hand side, it's all on the right hand side. So it's only recorded on one side of the stereo field. I've not come across that one before. That's what confused me at first, that there were two microphones. Because I really, what I did is just locked into the potential EVP and noticed that both my left and right ear headphones are performing differently. That's when I suspected it may be multi microphone device, which, looking at the 4 or 5 models that are on Google, it's just one central microphone. So why is the microphone suddenly performing differently? Is it something you've done the editing? The answer is no, because at the beginning, the guy talking is in just straightforward stereo. It sounds fine.
Alright, it's recording session number 3.
Yeah.
Mark in the Portugal zone. Hello, my name's Mark.
Until you come to the EVP. And all the dynamics have changed, and it's just on one side, which you can clearly see here, which is what I picked up on. Why are these performing differently? I presume you've not run it through any sort of software and locked into this and changed anything yourself. If you have, then I don't know why you would do that, but I'll ask the question all the same. So that's quite intriguing. It's in voice frequency. And I think the deciding point, if it's only for yourself and the guy there, your partner, you clearly can hear your partner's male voice there. That's completely different sound anyway. Does it have a male, female? I can understand why you class that as a hiss. I really can understand why you class that as a hiss. But when it's cleaned up, it's a voice. Because the hiss is just hiss. I think that's background sort of noise that gets in there, because you can't lose. The mistake that people make with EVP, they absolutely categorically think that a spirit walks up to the microphone and talks into it. That cannot happen. It gets there by other means, particularly when it was proved some time ago that you can simply remove the microphone from the device, particularly on old tape recorders, and sound gets onto the recorder. So you can fairly guarantee that it's not something that's outside the environment that you've not heard at the time. We don't understand the dynamics, how you can get there. You certainly don't hear it at the time. So I don't recall ever analysing EVP where we've got something on just on one side. It would happen with multi-microphone recorders like the Roland I use, but with a single one. Why is it? It's just got into one side of the stereo field. That's quite interesting, that one. So that's another good bit of audio from you. I love stuff like that, because if they're all straightforward, although I'm a ghost, they're boring. You need stuff that pushes the boundaries into our understanding of what it is. Because general EVPs, you learn absolutely nothing from them. It's just simply just how you do them, and he's analysing a similar capture as before. This is different. And the thing is, if you're listening to this through set of laptop speakers or microphone, or a mobile phone, that type of device, you're not going to hear that. I only notice it because I always use over-ear headphones. So once part of the stereo field is affected, I notice it instantly, because I can only hear something through my left ear. Even on the volumes different, I notice it very quickly. That's the only reason I noticed it. And I think as you get on with your more and more investigations and your interest widens, you may decide that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on electronic voice phenomena, get some gear and software for yourself, headphones, that type of thing, and start to do it for yourself. But that's another very interesting couch that you've sent in. So what I need for myself is just confirm that the recorder is the one I was looking on Google, or just send me the model number and I'll have another look into it, because I'm intrigued about the microphone. Your thoughts on what you think the words being said. You control the environment. You know yourself and your partner, only you two were there. You're not saying it, and neither is your partner. So, come back and let me know. So, speak to you later. Cheers, bye.